I'm confusion. Oh, you meant, like I thought no, I'm stupid. I thought you meant, like, they wouldn't hear it when it was streaming. Ooh. Oh, that's me.
Sure hope so. What? How do I have Oh.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Put 2 E words right next to each other, and I think that they're the same thing.
I love how Tiff is just eating a granola bar question mark.
Good.
I'm impressed with the lack of crunch. It's just a quiet chewer.
Oh, hello there.
Um, it's oats and honey. The crunchy kind.
Ooh.
Yeah, that stuff's so crunchy, though.
Uh-huh. That's why I was like, "Hold on, I can't actually talk at you."
Oh. Makes sense, makes sense. It do be storming.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like, not like a storm, but it she raining, and sometimes there's lightning.
You should come here. We've had, like, 30 plus weather for the past 2 weeks. Oh, wait, hold on. Ugh. Wait. In height to
There's like a
Celsius. No,
translation.
uh, it's been 86 degrees for the
Okay,
past,
that
like,
makes
2
more
weeks.
sense. I forgot about the Canada thing, my bad.
Okay, I forgot that you weren't all Canadian.
Some of us wish.
Well, then come on over. Not that I have anything to do with your what's it called? Immigration.
Um, so when you so, like, when you, like, hit to go live, it, like, has you do, like, your
Oh my
title
god.
and, like, your description. I think so. I think if you just go to OBS.
Your MS Paint is hysterical. This is so funny.
Alright, let me refresh the page.
Love
Alright,
it. I
there we
love the
go.
cabbage DM.
It
I'm
has
That's
been
putting in a
great.
changed.
self-promotion thing.
I'm gonna have to mute this. Oh, it is muted. Blessed. Okay, okay.
I had to mute myself because it was echoing and it was weirding me out.
I just have the
It's okay.
tab muted. I was like, "Here we go." 'Cause I'm pretty sure if you have the tab muted, it still counts as.
Yeah, that's what I had to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oop.
Message?
Big ol' oof.
Oh, yeah. I was like, "When did I send you a message?" You know, little do I know. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
naturally, naturally.
I didn't have it yet. I was like, Tommy, how am I supposed to know how I act?
What am I
I don't
supposed to do?
think I got the script
Oh,
because none of this is familiar.
Alex is so adorable.
We're joking.
Oh,
We're kidding.
I like fed right into it. I fully believed you guys.
You did.
Okay, I
Face.
disabled myself.
You were like, you were just like, I didn't get that. And I was like, oh no. Alex face were like,
Alex all of a sudden is like, "Oh, guys, I need to leave."
Yeah, I was like, I know it's session 0, but I'm not prepared.
are you playing a bard?
Maybe.
I was like,
It was the pause for me. It was the pause for me. It's 7:30.
Oh.
hello, Nate. Wait, is that Phil?
Hi,
I
Phil.
thought that was Nate. Oh, it's the chef. It is. Yes, hello. They have
Oh my
very
god,
similar.
Linguini, I love your work. Can you introduce me to Ratatouille?
Um,
No? I'm just gonna escort myself out. I wouldn't say I was the leader, but yeah, it was Team Chaos. Hey.
They just said to hang on a minute. Technical difficulties with audio.
I don't know how you fix it.
I know nothing.
Is your okay? So on OBS, is your desktop still like muted? Hmm. I don't know. Jyrek, can you hear everyone else?
okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Can people maybe hear me now? I hope. We'll find out. We will find out. Thank you. Each person say something. Do an audio test. I don't know how to do an audio test. Audio. Okay. They can hear me now. Wonderful. Also, there's Rachel. Hello, Rachel. All right. So allow me to introduce everybody to each other. I can't. I don't know what the screens are like on yours, so I'm just gonna introduce from my Twitch screen. Up at the top left, that's Daisy. Yeah, thank you, Garrick, for being proper IT support. Fantastic. Top right, that is Alex. Middle left, that is Tiff. Tiff, I couldn't hear a word you said. There you go. Now I can hear. I was very scared. Okay. Middle right, that is going to be Phil. And bottom left, that is Rachel. Hello. All right, and now we start the D&D journey by making characters all together as a family, as we should. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do something for everything. So 1 second. Okay. Beautiful. And my campaigns. Wunderbar. Right now I am making character sheets for everybody. So that way everybody has Un's character sheet. What? Okay, and then we click this, and then we go here, campaigns. Perfect. Okay, so everyone in your Discord, I'll put it in player chat again, or player talk. But oh, that switched the thingy up. I sent the link to a thing called D&D Beyond, which is essentially where they have a bunch of different resources to help you make characters and all of that fun jazz. Yeah. And also there is a D&D Beyond theme song. So if you go there, there should be one character sheet that says Phil's character sheet and one character sheet that says Rachel's character sheet. So if each of you guys could click on one of those to claim them, that would be amazing. Well, I should probably also make another character sheet for me, just so then that way I can go through the process with you guys of choosing everything. So there, yeah, we'll just have it be. Yeah. Okay, so I sent a link in player talk at the very bottom there. Yep. Oh crap! Every time I forgot. Every time I click off of general talking, my stream goes to that chat. This is very awkward. In D&D Beyond. Okay, so there should be, when you joined my campaign, there should have been something that just said Phil's character sheet and Rachel's character sheet. You might need to, after you made an account, you might need to go back to that link I clicked. My bad. There you go. Go ahead to click on Phil's character sheet. You're joining as Rachel's. It really doesn't matter because nothing's on them yet. It's just a matter of, yeah. Rachel, just let me know whenever you are also caught up. You're good. I'll put some music on for everybody in the meantime, so that way we have some jams. It'll be D&D jams, but it'll be jams, damn it. Okay. Manage. What's the issue? They can only hear me and no one. Son of a. Okay. OBS isn't picking up Discord. Why? Why are you not picking up Discord? Okay. We didn't have this issue earlier, and now we are. Okay, so let's see. Possibly.
Whoa,
Okay.
there's so many more races on here than there were on.
There's the one thing that I meant the one thing that I shared before was only races that were like in this world, but you do not need to limit yourself to that. Okay. You should hear people now. I don't know why I'm typing to chat, but I am. You should hear the other people now, hopefully.
Hello.
I hope so. Hello. I
Hi.
might need to turn Phil up a bit
Potentially.
because he's a little low. There we go.
Quiet. Be a quiet man.
All right. Perfect. We got it. We did it. We saved the city. Once I know people's characters as well, I
Quick
will.
D&D campaign ever.
Yeah, we did it. Good job, everyone. Session 1 over.
Okay.
Oh, so you could be a werewolf.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah. So, on that sheet, here I'm going to edit a character with you guys. Rachel, are you caught up? I don't know.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So, what we are going to do is, when you find your character and your character sheet and everything like that, one of the first things when you click on home for it, it'll show sources, right? Do you guys see that or no?
Yeah, like the different content,
Yep.
like enable
Yes.
critical role,
Okay.
enable.
So enable Eberron, Magic the Gathering content, and homebrew content.
Got it.
Okay.
Make sure all of those are clicked. Then when you scroll down just a little bit, it'll show advancement type. Make sure that says milestone. That just means you guys won't be getting experience. That means that I will be leveling you guys up when you progress the story. And then when it says hit point type, go to manual. Because that will make it to where you can fix what your HP looks like as opposed to it automatically doing it for you. So it might give you lower values than you actually roll. Alright. When you guys have all done that, then go ahead and choose a race. Alex, I know you already have your race essentially done.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
No,
Alex pretty
good.
much has has his character done already.
I think
For the hit
most of us
points,
do.
you told me to leave the hit points.
Right. Really on this race that I'm seeing here, the only thing that I will not allow is the Trueborn Lycan, just because that is homebrew stuff that Nancy's using
That's me.
for another campaign, and
some
I
reason.
did not mean to have that on here.
I don't know how that happened because I think that's
I think
literally
it's-
just from my account.
I
So-
think because I allowed homebrew on it, anybody's homebrew that they're subscribed to goes on here immediately.
Yeah, that would make
It's
sense.
just a
Mhm.
guess. I could be
Yep.
completely wrong in that though.
Well, if you guys see Fawn on there, that's one of my homebrews.
Yep. I'm assuming that Fawn is similar to Satyr, so it
It would be.
there are 2 additional races that I have not made in here yet. So one is the Alaroon. So 3 technically, but one is the Alaroon, and that is on here. That's the plant people. One is the Croa, which are frog people. And then one is the Ursine, which are bear people. So if you guys want to do that, I can add that homebrew to it later. But for now, we'll just do other stuff. Custom lineage is stuff like vampires and witches as well. Which is kind of cool.
We can be vampires.
I allow vampires in this campaign. Dampiers, specifically, because that's what the lineage is. It's a half vampire.
Oh. Oh no, hold on.
Is,
I have to rethink everything that I thought I knew.
Is Nancy going to switch her character up last second? I'm sorry, is Daisy going to switch her character up last second?
I don't know. I love Dom Pierce. And I didn't know that was an option. Now I'm like really conflicted.
It wasn't
I
an
don't know.
option, and it wasn't an option until I bought it on Monday. Then it became an option.
That's fair.
So
That's
I
fair.
apologize.
No, I think you're good. You have nothing to apologize for. I think I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna
Stay with
what I have.
Stay with what
think
you're
so.
doing. Okay. So does everybody
Yeah,
have
I think so.
everybody have a race in mind? Anybody have any questions about races?
Okay,
I am a Kenku.
Yes.
if I pick a race, am I allowed to have it not be doing what it's doing?
What do you
Does that
mean
make
doing
sense?
what it's doing?
Like if it's like responsible to be like a certain way, am I allowed to like change what it does? Like not change what it does, like I know like power wise, whatever, but like
Right.
I'm never
So,
mind. I'll
like-
explain later. I know
so,
what I mean.
So
but,
like,
what-
so
it's
you're
like-
saying like if you want to choose a race that's usually evil, you don't want to play evil, right?
yeah,
what-
something
yeah,
like
no,
that. Or like if
your
I-
character
yeah.
is whatever you want to make it. You don't
Okay,
need to do
thank
anything
you.
like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, and also yes, Garrick, I am the DM for this. I apologize. I have other screens up, so I don't really get to see. I don't really get to see chat too much. Actually, what am I doing? While we have this going on, I'll just put this over here, so then that way I have that going, and I can look at that while looking at chat. It works. Okay. So does everybody have a race in mind?
Yeah.
Phil, you said Kenku, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to tell you a fun thing about Kenkus that might make or break it for you?
Of course.
Kenkus can only talk in repetition, so they can only say things that have been said to them. They're like parrots that way.
Fine.
Okay. just want
Amazing.
just wanted to make sure. I have a
This is exciting.
I know the other person who's playing Nate who could not join today because he had some family stuff happen, and obviously life always comes before D&D. Rule number 1 for anybody that's watching this and has never played or heard of D&D or whatever before, life always comes first. You always make sure life comes before D&D. But I know he's also playing a Kenku, so it'll be cool to have 2 Kenkus that just have to listen to what other people say.
Watch them
That's
just
amazing.
mimic each other
Well,
constantly.
yeah.
That would be funny. Oh my god, it's like those apps that like you say something and then they like scream at each other and then it just turns into high pitched just screeching.
Yes.
That's all I want. Now. Just that chaos.
Children, attention,
Oh
please.
no.
Okay. Nancy, are you okay?
I'm good. I have no idea what that was, but that was amazing.
Oh yeah, that's right. For those of you who are unaware, I have a voice changer mod. I originally downloaded it because
I remember that.
I am awful at female voices, so I got it for female voices. However, let me show you the options for female voices they have, okay? So, this is the first one. Not really the greatest female voice by the judges of judging all your faces.
I actually like that one.
Okay. Next is where's the other one? Oh, someone's following me. SG Blitz, thank you for following me, or it's SGB1ITS, whichever you prefer, but I'm assuming it's SG Blitz. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Let's see, where's the other ones? That's Manda Woman. There's also this Man to Woman voice, which kind of sounds a little
That sounds like
crazy.
you're possessed.
Right. Oh, you think that one sounds like I'm possessed?
Hello there. This was the worst.
That one does not. That one, Ska Kid. Thank you very much for following me. Same with you, Garrick. Thank you all for following me. I sincerely appreciate it. This is fun. I have people following me. Woo. Hello, that one, Ska Kid. Yes, thank you for
I was
tuning in.
not prepared for that.
Wait, another thing you're not prepared for is when you find the bard that just talks in auto-tune.
Oh my god, that's what I want to do!
Daisy's over there. No, you're not allowed to do that.
BRB,
so
Tommy. I gotta
funny.
play tech support real quick.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so I just want to give that heads up about Kenku. What I personally do, because I'm playing a Kenku on a Tuesday campaign, I just have a notepad open, and anytime somebody says anything like noteworthy, I just write it down. So then that way I can repeat fun things to each other. And it's an ongoing joke that the party doesn't want me to thank anyone, neither does the DM, so nobody has said thank you in front of me yet. So I can't thank anybody, and it's killing me. Okay.
Oh, no.
It's okay. So, everybody's got a race. I'm going to go through and see if I know everybody's race just from guessing. So, Daisy, you are a human, correct?
You got it.
Alex, you are a gnome.
You got it.
All right. Tiff, you are a high elf dragonborn hybrid.
Yeah.
All right. Phil is going to be a Kenku. That's very exciting. And Rachel, what did you choose? Because I don't know.
The tiefling? Tiefling? How do you say
Tiefling.
that?
Tiefling. Yeah. Oh,
Tiefling.
just so you know, in my campaign, tieflings are actually one of the more known races. It's one of the more popular races. It's like as common as humans, essentially. So that's you're not like an evil race. Don't worry, you're good.
Oh, because I was between that and is Wood Elf still a thing?
Wood elf is still a
No.
thing.
Because I was between that and a Wood Elf,
Yeah,
so I didn't know what I wanted to do.
it's all good.
So wait, do people pick this tiefling often?
Not really. I'm just saying in
It's
my
popular.
campaign, it's it's like a common race. Like if you were to go into a city, there's most likely going to be tieflings there. I will say wood elf is a more popular race than tiefling.
Then I want what's not popular.
There you go. That's all I ever do. I'll
Right.
play. I am a kobold stan for life. They're essentially little dragon boys.
Then I'll do a tiefling.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So once you have clicked your race, you can go up to the very top and click class. I never clicked a race, so I can't do anything. 1 second. I will click. You know what? I'm going to make a Luxodon because why not? A Luxodon is an elephant person, for those of you wondering. Alright, next you click your class, and if anybody has any questions about classes, let me know. I know, Tiff, you're prepared to be a cleric, right?
Yeah.
And Daisy, you're prepared to be a paladin, I believe? So,
Absolutely.
so we have a
Be a
healer
paladin
and a
time.
tank already, so really anybody else can be anything else they really, really want to be.
What would be similar to a warden?
Oh, from ESO?
What?
Probably either
Yes, along that kind of idea.
Yeah, probably either a ranger or a druid. Druids, I believe there's a thing called the druid of the shepherd or shepherd druid that you summon animals to help you, and
That's what I'm after.
Okay, rangers have a singular pet that help them, kind of thing. But I think druid would be more your style.
Okay, that's what I'm into.
Alrighty.
That was easy.
Goblin gang? Yeah, look, goblins are fantastic. I will say goblins are one of my favorite races. The fact that they get a disengage and a hide just as a goblin is amazing. But okay, I'm just reading chat.
Oh, it's so cool.
But bards are
The
also
stuff
fun.
you can do.
Oh yeah. So you are a bard, correct, Alex?
Correct.
Okay. So, Phil, do you know what race you're thinking of? Do you have any questions for that?
Nope. Going with the Kenku, and I'm gonna be a rogue.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Ooh.
Rogues are always fun.
I love rogues.
I've only ever played a rogue once, and it was very fun, and I want to do it again. But anytime I go to make another character for a campaign, people are like, "We need a healer," or "We need a tank." I'm like, "Well, I can't do that as a rogue, so." And I will say, I believe Nate is going to be a warlock, so that's also going to be fun.
Nice.
That means him and Daisy are going to be the charismatic assholes. That everybody will like.
Excuse
Not
you?
you know what I mean. Your characters, not you.
Yeah.
Okay, my character, my Luxodon is going to be a monk. There we go. Okay, so then some of you, after you click on your class, it might have things like proficiencies and stuff like that for you to click on. If there's anything that has like a plus sign, let me know, and I will help you out with it.
Okay.
Or exclamation mark, not a plus sign. I'm sorry. So specifically, we are going with. Oh, also everybody, you're going to be level 2. So at the top where it says level next to it, you just scroll down and you click 2, and it'll update stuff for you.
For my race, there is a exclamation
For
point.
your race. Oh, okay. Let me see that because I'm.
And variant.
Oh, okay. I forgot that they have tiefling variants. I forgot about that. Okay, so.
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is a learning experience for everybody. Don't worry,
Okay.
myself
I wasn't started.
included. Tiefling. Oh, are you wait? Oh, variant tiefling. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Variant tiefling. Okay, so what you do is you go and you choose option underneath variant tiefling. So you click that plus sign, and then at the very bottom it'll have like a drop down bar,
Options. Okay.
and it says Devil's Tongue, Hellfire, or Winged.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
And I choose which one I like.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
You can fly if you're not wearing heavy armor. Wow. Why would anybody play a Aarakocra when you can have a tiefling that can fly?
I'll fly. Okay, thanks. I like
Yep.
flying.
Flying is fun.
Is this the card that you want?
Oh my gosh! Devil's Tongue, you know the Vicious Mockery cantrip. That's so good.
What's that mean?
It's
Vicious Mockery?
so Vicious Mockery is a spell. So there are two types of spells. There are spells and then there's cantrips. Cantrips are essentially spells that you can use as much or however much you want to. Spells are things that require a bit of energy, and that energy is called a spell slot. So, like, say you have 3 spell slots, you can cast 3 spells. But you can use as many cantrips as you want. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, so you can use it however much you want. And it's essentially you make fun of something and deal damage to it from doing it.
Great.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
And,
Me having a whole list of vicious mockeries.
Yes, you do. You sent me some of them, and I cannot wait.
That's pretty funny. I'm still gonna fly. Okay.
Yep, flying's also fun, as long as you're not wearing heavy armor, which druids can't anyway, so you're good. So yeah, then when you go over to your class, click the class you want, and then up at the very top where it says level, scroll down to where it says level 2.
You've got it.
And then it should give you proficiencies as well as some other things. If you are a spellcasting class, like cleric, you get to choose what domain you want right away. Are you choosing? What domain are you choosing? I think Arcana. You said, Tiff.
Yeah, I'm choosing Arcana.
Nice. That's exciting. Somebody says they can see the cat in the background.
Yeah, he was just trying to jump onto the computer.
Nothing wrong with that. And then I know for Druid at level 2, down at the bottom it says Druid Circle. Do you see that, Rachel?
Druid's circle. Let me see.
Did you make yourself level 2
Yes.
yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Druid circle. Yes.
So what you want is Circle of Shepherd.
Circle of Shepherd.
Because
okay.
that's the one that can summon like animals to help you out.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. On it. Okay.
I know at one point it says you can summon tiny beasts to help you, and in D&D a velociraptor is technically a tiny beast.
What?
So
What?
I saw that meme earlier today, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh my God.
On the Velociraptor.
All
right. Oh, and then also proficiencies. I believe everybody has proficiencies. So what those are things that your character is very good at. So like for instance, Druid has animal handling, Arcana, Insight, Medicine, Nature, all that kind of stuff. What it essentially just makes it to where you are better than average in that. So if I ask you to, like, if I say, oh well, make a perception check, and you're proficient in perception, then that means that you're going to be probably better than other people, like the average person using perception. Kind of thing.
So I'd pick like animal handling
I'm assuming you want animal handling, yes.
and nature. So like animal handling and nature would probably be best.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thanks.
Let me see if Rogue gets anything fancy at level 2, because I don't know. Again, I've only ever played a Rogue
I don't think
once.
so.
Oh, they get expertise? I forget that Rogue gets expertise. That's so good. So proficiency means that you're like very good at something. Expertise means you are the best at something. So so I think, what is it in our one campaign? My friend Carrie, I saw Daisy light up. Carrie is expertise at stealth, so she just always just is essentially invisible at all times. So, yeah, you want to, where it says choose rogue skill, choose the ones that you want, and then under expertise, you choose any of those skills that you want to be an expert in, essentially.
Thieves' tools.
You want to choose your skills first. Thieves' tools are essentially for lock picking and opening doors and stuff like that.
I'll stick with what I've got.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
You also got sneak attack, which is always fun.
Sneak
Which-
attack, great.
Sneak attack is great. So the way sneak attack works is if you are using a dexterity-based weapon, so like a bow and arrow, a crossbow, a dagger, a short sword, a rapier, anything like that, and you hit an enemy that is within 5 feet of another enemy, or while you are hidden, you just deal extra damage to it at all times. It's very good. It's also the reason why I want to try playing a rogue again.
It's so good.
Alright, well, my Luxodon's a rogue now, so I'm just going to choose random things to... There we go. And... Yep, continue. Abilities. Okay, so... And when you go to abilities, up at the top, it'll say choose generation method, and go to manual/rolled.
Okay.
Because this is where the fun comes in. This is where you roll for your stats.
What?
Yep. So this
Good
is
stuff.
this is the good stuff. So the way that this works is, one second, I got something on my glasses. What the? Okay.
Yeah.
Had
Same.
very long smudge on my glasses that I did not notice up until now, so I have no idea what the hell happened there. So, if you guys ask me, I can absolutely help you out with what would be best for your classes, like attribute-wise or ability-wise, but so you can see there's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Then underneath of it, there are 6 things that say roll. So if you click them, they will roll dice for you. And then at the very end, I will let you guys re-roll your lowest one if you so desire. And those will be the stats you get for this. Holy shit. My Luxodon Rogue has a 17 and a 7 so far. Yeah, just go ahead and click roll a bunch of times.
Oh, what?
So just roll each one of them? Just
Yeah.
beep, beep, beep. Okay, thank you.
The higher the numbers, the better. Holy crap, it's loaded dice. Okay, I have very good everything except for 1-7. Everything else is like a 15 or higher.
Nice.
I have a 10.
Is that your lowest?
My first one was a 6.
So far, yeah.
Oh no! Do you have any good ones?
I have a 6, a 17, and a 13 so far.
Okay, 17's very good.
11,
Nice.
10,
Nice.
and 10.
Oh no, I got a 9.
Tommy, what am I rolling again
For what?
for stats?
Oh, don't you see on D&D Beyond how to do that or no?
No.
Okay, so are you under abilities on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Okay, so where it says ability scores are underneath of it, there's like a drop-down thing. You click on manual/rolled.
Oh, okay, it rolls for me.
All right.
Oh, wow.
And then you get to re-roll your lowest one.
Okay.
The lowest one is 8.
Okay. I'm also gonna do that. I know I did that. I know I re-rolled, but
That's
I
fine.
didn't know we can re-roll.
So, yeah, you can
How
re-roll
do
your
we do
lowest
that?
one. Up at the very top, it'll say add group, and it'll give you like 6 more. And then you just re-roll once.
Up at the top.
Right underneath where it says dice roll groups, it'll say add group, and then it'll say like group
Oh.
1.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Roll
just
the
go
way
ahead
top.
and click that, and then it'll show you 6 more, and then just roll 1 more.
Just
of
roll the
those.
1. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if it's
Oh, okay,
higher than
15. Yay.
yeah, if it's higher than your lowest, then you can get rid of your lowest and use that one instead. Then underneath of them, you'll see that drop down bar for them, and it can allow you to assign it to different things, so like strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. And now let me explain for some of the newer people what to
Real
do
quick.
with this. Yes.
How do you add that? How do I change the 6 and the 15 then? How do I exchange them?
Oh, you don't need to do that. That's how
Okay.
that's what we're doing right now. So
Excellent. Okay. Perfect.
underneath each one, you'll see that drop down thing, and it'll say strength, dex, constitution, all that kind of stuff. So just don't choose your 6. Just go with the other one, and then choose either wisdom, charisma, strength, whatever you want to put your highest ones in. But let me explain what each one does for everybody, just so then that way it also helps out the newer people who are watching as well. Strength is essentially how strong your character is, yes, very good, Daisy. When you use a melee attack, you essentially use strength for determining that. That's also good for athletic checks, which are essentially like trying to sprint and chase down people, or like trying to run away, essentially jumping over buildings, things like that. It also determines how much you can carry, but we're not going to worry about carrying stuff in my campaign. I'm not going to force that upon you guys. Dexterity is how quick and nimble you are, and also whenever you attack with a finesse weapon. So, also, thank you so much for the poses, Daisy. I sincerely appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, dexterity is good for like ranged and finesse attacks. So, finesse would be like a dagger. Like, you could use strength for a dagger, but you could also use finesse for it. Or like a short sword, or a bow and arrow, or anything like that. And it's good for things like stealth and hiding, everything. Sleight of hand, acrobatics, I think, uses dex. It's been a little while since I've really had a dex-based character, so I'm. It's been a while. Constitution is essentially how many hits you can take. Constitution helps out with your HP, as well as certain checks that like help you resist poison and things along those lines. Then what's the next one? Intelligence is how book smart you are, as opposed to wisdom, which is how street smart you are. Intelligence is good for certain spellcasters. I don't think anyone here's a spellcaster that uses wisdom, so we're good there. Intelligence, except for Tiff. Tiff, your cantrip will be intelligence based since you are a high elf.
Yep.
So, just a heads up on that. But intelligence is also good for things like religion, history, investigating, all that kind of stuff. It's also good for certain checks that like can help prevent you from being confused. Wisdom is street smart, and that's essentially nature, animal handling, all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be up your alley as a druid, Rachel. Just like how Dex is going to be up the Kenku's alley as the rogue. Yeah, so you wisdom is good for also druid spells. So that's your spell casting modifier as a druid. You want higher wisdom. It makes your spells more potent. And then finally, charisma is how much people like you. Session 0 hype, Yarn Wizard! Welcome to the chat, buddy. Everyone be nice to Yarn Wizard. He gets it. He has a rough time on my friend Cherry's chat, so everyone treat him nice. But charisma is essentially how much people like you, and certain classes like Bard use that for their spellcasting. So that's like persuasion, deception, trying to get people to like you kind of thing, and trying to like have social skills. I know, so dang hard.
Trying to have social skills.
Yes. So depending on whatever you guys find to be fitting for your character, I would go ahead and put underneath that, put STR is strength, DEX is dex, CON is con, or constitution, INT is intelligence, WIS is wisdom, and CHA is charisma. For our two newer players, I would highly recommend Phil, your highest one should be dex, and Rachel, your highest one should probably be wisdom. That's just a recommendation.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Amazing. Hello. I saw that you followed me here. Let me play that again. There, you followed me. Thank you for the follow. I sincerely appreciate it. We are doing a session 0 of this campaign that we are going to be starting next Thursday. And then after that, we will be doing it every other Thursday, because I know people have lives and I don't want to take up everybody's Thursday every single week. So we will be doing the campaign every other Thursday, which is great. It's just that I'm very excited. So we are doing it tonight, and then we're doing it next week as well. Yeah. So, if anybody has any questions or anything like that for where to distribute their roles, let me know.
All right, so far so good for me.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ooh, my dexterity, I got bonuses. I'm at 17.
What? How'd
Nice.
you get bonuses?
Because he is a Kenku. Kenkus get a +2 to dexterity.
Nice.
Just like how tieflings get a +2 to intelligence, I think.
I did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you could see. Oh,
Oh.
you gotta click on apply ability scores. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I don't see any of that.
So yeah, underneath all that, you click apply ability scores. Then when you scroll down, it'll show you all of your stuff. So my Luxodon has a my Luxodon Rogue has a Constitution of 17, which is beautiful because of that. Yeah. And then what? Luxodon's got a +1 to. That's fine. Okay. So, let me know when you guys are all done with your roles, so then we can get to description.
I'm good.
I'm all done.
All done.
All
I
done.
need a second. Apparently, I messed up.
What did you mess up on? Oh, Alex, you're doing the thing that I. Alex, you're doing the thing where
I'll
it's,
figure it out.
You're doing the thing where it's Tasha's, right? Where you get to put the +2 anywhere you want, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What?
What's it called? Ever since I changed that one rule,
Yeah.
right? And then I keep having to add things, and I doubled the number somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. You guys
You
can move
doubled
on,
it?
though. I'll be there.
Okay.
Why
Cool.
don't even ask? I'll figure it out.
Tiff, are you good?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
looking at the very long list of backgrounds.
That's what we're doing next in description. So we go to background, and backgrounds here are essentially, depending on whatever you want for your backstory of your character, these are little bonuses they'll give you. So things like pirates will get, if you're a pirate or a sailor, it'll give you like proficiency in using like water vehicles like boats or sailboats or like nets or anything like that. A soldier might help you be more like disciplined and give you like more knowledge on war. A sage gives you additional knowledge. I think linguist is one. No, I think sage is what I'm thinking about. Sage also gives you additional languages. Investigator. So pretty much, if you have any questions about any of them, let me know. But this is essentially what you do to like kind of help make your character more as what you want their background to be. So like let's say for instance, was that a question, Tiff, or were you just putting your hand on your head?
It's a question, but
Okay.
finish your what you were saying, and then I will ask my question.
Okay, I was just saying, like, so let's say like somebody wanted their character to be of royalty or whatever, and that's going to be part of their backstory. Is they're a prince or princess or anything like that? There's a background for noble, which would give you different bonuses for being a noble. Then, what were you going to ask, Tiff?
I was gonna ask you if you would DM me and tell me what background you think I should do.
Based off of the character you gave me,
Yes.
I would. Yeah, I'll DM you.
Yeah.
Let me get off of this screen so that way it doesn't. Actually, no. What am I doing? I can DM you on my phone instead of having to change everything up.
Oh, technology. Look
Kelsey
at that.
just sent me a picture of an elf man from Final Fantasy, and she said that's her elf husband. So very nice.
Probably
uh,
Ariane.
I have no idea. Is he an elf with black hair and a big blue sword?
Oh, she likes oh, what's his face?
I have no idea.
That's not Ariane. No.
I do not know.
Tristan, Zach. What's his face? You know who we're talking about.
I don't.
But Tristan and Zach are in the chat, so they know.
Oh, them. Okay, got it.
Okay, just got your DM. Thank you.
Yeah, it would be one of those two, I think. Anybody
Okay.
else have a question about backgrounds? Okay, go ahead and select yours, and then there will be different things for you to select, like proficiencies, sometimes languages, all of that fun jazz.
That's
Yeah.
Americ.
What's this gaming set thing?
Gaming
Under
set.
full
So, gaming set would be like dice or chess or cards or anything along those. So it would be like you could be like very good at playing cards or very good at dice. Like you just kind of maybe not so much a shark, like a card shark or anything like that, but it could be very much along the lines of you just have a good way of bluffing and knowing what to do with those games, and you're just exceptionally good at it.
He's not answering you back. The dogs are barking.
Oh, okay. Tell Zim I said hi.
Okay. Yeah, they're going crazy right now. So he didn't not answer you back. He's just upstairs, and I'm in my room, so I don't have to hear them.
It's all good. You guys have Zim, Tifa, and Red, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Zim?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing!
He's in the chat. A picture of him's in the chat.
Yeah, that's Zimmy boy.
Where it says Chef Landfill. That's
Yeah, he posted pictures of Zim.
yeah. It's
I love that.
yeah, that's Zimmy. That's
Yeah,
Zim.
everybody go subscribe to Chef Landfill for those amazing emotes. Also subscribe to Test over here because you also get amazing emotes of the most adorable skull. Oh, they're alphabetical. I like this. Okay. No, they're not. They're not alphabetical. I lied. Okay. But here are Test's emotes because I want to show those off. There we go.
I love those.
Thank
They
you.
are they are fabulous. Yes.
Phil made them, so
Yeah.
I'm proud of
Oh,
of his work.
cute. They remind me
Yeah.
of Monster High.
Oh my god, I never thought about that.
It makes me so happy.
Oh my gosh, they really are. Thanks. That's not bad. I'm not mad. Thanks.
And additional language for my guy. You know what? We will go with deep speech, which, as everybody knows, is a very common language. It's not. I'm lying. Then underneath all of that, underneath your background, there's things that say character details, physical characteristics, all that kind of stuff. That's all thing that you guys can do on your own time. It won't take that long, but it's things like your alignment, your faith, your lifestyle, all kind of stuff. I guess I could go over alignment with you guys. So there's 3 kinds of, technically 9 kinds of alignment, but 3 kinds of like neutralities and then 3 alignments. So there's good, neutral, and evil. Good obviously means that you are good and you care for other people. Neutral means that you really don't care one way or the other, and evil means you are selfish, care for yourself, and you don't care if other people get hurt. Then there's lawful, neutral, and chaotic. Lawful means that you obey the law, and that the law is like whatever you find to be righteous and true is something that you want to do. Neutral just means you can go one way or the other again. And then chaotic means that you actively go against the law, and you actively go against what you think is prim and proper.
Never.
Just to help with that. So yeah, you guys can choose all of that stuff later on. But we will now go to equipment, which is going to be very this should be helpful, I think. So when everybody's ready, go ahead to equipment. Is everybody good with their backgrounds and everything?
Yep.
For now.
Okay. Cool. So then go over to equipment, and then where it says starting equipment, click on equipment where it says equipment or gold, just click equipment. And this will help you out immensely with what your character is able to be start with essentially in the campaign. So it'll say like for starting equipment, it'll say like option A or option B, option A or option B. Somebody gets a blowgun.
Yeah, I have a blowgun.
As a paladin?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
I'm like, all right.
Right. So yeah, you go ahead and choose whatever you want for all of these. Choose a burglar pack because I forgot my Kenku is, or my Loxodon is a rogue. And then underneath it'll even show you stuff that you start for being your background. So for instance, I chose noble, so it shows that I have a fine set of clothing, a signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, and a purse that contains 25 gold in it. And you guys will get similar stuff according to your characters. So when you guys are all done with your starting equipment, just let me know. Yeah.
I'm supposed to.
Okay, I'm good.
For the leather armor explorers pack,
Yes.
I want the druidic focus. I would imagine.
Yeah. That what a
I'm a
so
druid.
what a focus does is some spells you'll see that some spells have a thing called material costs, which might
Mhm.
be like you need some spider web, or you need like you're required to have like a book that has the spell in it or something like that. If you have a focus of some sort, then that means that you do not need those material costs for that spell. You use it through your focus.
Okay.
Yeah. The only things that are not used through the focus is if it has a dollar amount. So if it says like a crystal ball worth 500 gold, then you need the crystal ball as opposed to using
Okay.
it through that. I won't really, unless it's like a super powerful like thing. Odds are I won't be having you guys do material stuff, but unless it like fits, like absolutely is like this thing could completely break the game, then you guys don't really need material stuff. But yeah. So let me know when you guys are all done with the equipped mint. Thumbs up from Daisy.
I am equipped.
Thumbs up from Alex.
Yeah, thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up from Phil. Tiff is picking her nose. Oh no, that's her lip.
I was like, no, not quite yet. Um, I mean, you can go forward. I'll be okay on equipment.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good.
All right. So what's next is you view your character sheet, and it should show you a bunch of fun things that shows like your acrobatics score, your athletics score, your strength, wisdom, and then off on the right it'll have like actions, equipment, featured traits, things along these lines. So what I do as a DM, and I started doing this as of late because I realized that it makes the game more fun. It helps people get their character more into what they want their character to be. I started allowing players to choose a trait as soon as we a feat as soon as we start a campaign. For those newer players, essentially what will happen is throughout the campaign, when you level up, you'll be given a chance to choose a feat. And feats can be things like shield mastery, so like you get bonuses while you have a shield. They could be something like linguist, where you learn like 3 additional languages. They could be cooking, so you're very good at cooking and all that kind of stuff. I started allowing it to where at level 1, when we first start a campaign, I allow people to have a feat because it helps people define their character a bit more. And if it's like somebody really wanted a feat that would be good for their character, and then they have to wait until they're like level 5 to do it, that kind of defeats the purpose of playing like the first few levels with that character. So if you guys want, you can go to features and traits on your character sheet, and then click on feats underneath of that. It'll be right next to racial traits. Then you go to manage feats, and a little pop-up will come up that shows all. Actually, here, let me see. Can I show my. Yeah, okay, perfect. That works. So it'll show all of these things right here that are feats that you can add. If you click on it, it'll tell you what it does. So like for instance, healer. You are an able physician, allowing you to mend wounds quickly to get your allies back into the fight, and you gain the following benefits. When you use the healer's kit to stabilize a dying creature, they also regain 1 hit point, and as an action, you can use a healer kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 hit points. There's also things like Keen Mind that increase your intelligence score by 1, and you always know which way is north. You always know what hour it is in the day, so you essentially know like how many hours it is before or after sunset, and you can also accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the past month. So that one's pretty darn good for role playing as well as like being like a party guide. But you can pretty much choose any of these that you want. If you guys want to take some time to look over those, by all means you're allowed to. But while we do that, is everybody caught up right now? Like, you don't have to have chosen your feat, but has everybody got their character sheet essentially to the point where you can see your character sheet? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Perfect. So now we get to go to the fun part of session 0, which is 1 second. What? Oh, the D&D crew. There we go. So now we get to go to the fun part of session 0, which is how everybody is essentially going to meet up for the next session. So allow me to look at my own thing. Actually, let me do it on my phone so that way I don't screw around with that up there. So professional of me looking up stuff on my phone, right? So under maps, if you guys go to maps, you will find the map at the top that shows like the Old Nation, the Madlands, the Severed Nation, and the Magic Court. It also has 2 other places that you guys don't really know much about at all. But we will be starting in the Severed Nation.
Hold on. You lost me, Tommy.
You're good.
I don't know where Maps is.
Oh, in Discord.
It's
Sorry.
back in the Discord.
Yeah, it's back in Discord. I completely apologize.
Oh, okay,
I'm so sorry.
I was like,
I'm so sorry. You guys are going to be starting in the Severed Nation, in the Temple of the Sun and Moon. Essentially, what's going to happen is, for one reason or another, a woman who goes by the name of High Priestess Yun is calling for your aid. So either you guys could have gone to that temple for another reason, she could have reached out to you, anything along those lines that you guys want to essentially try to work together. And I want you guys to now, like as a bit of a team building exercise, try to figure out how you guys all like met while in the city and why you guys are all essentially there and are now essentially a party with one another. And it actually works very good with Nate's character that he's not here for this, because Nate probably wouldn't want to have met you guys ahead of time.
Fair.
Knowing what his character is, he's doing a repeat character from another campaign, so I already know everything about his character.
Oh,
That's smart.
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. So you guys are going to meet up with a woman named High Priestess Yun. Some of you who I happen to know are from the Severed Nation. So that would specifically be Alex and Tiff, and I think the 3 of you are from the Severed Nation. I know that
I think so, yeah.
I know that Phil and Rachel, you guys like have just started making your character. Completely fine that you guys have no idea where your character is from or backstory or anything like that. No worries at all. But I think everybody else said they're from the Severed Nation, so you guys would know that High Priestess Yun is a priestess of the moon, and that she essentially is like the leader of this like church. This church is a church of the sun and the moon, and essentially the sun and the moon are 2 lovers that want to be together. However, they know that if the sun is up, the moon is resting. and when the moon is up, the sun is resting. And they can't be together.
Aw.
And so to signify them finally being together, what essentially they do is they will take the priests of the sun and the priestesses of the moon, or priestesses of the sun and priests of the moon, really whatever works, the Templars of the moon and the sun, and they will wed each other that way. So the sun and moon priestesses essentially marry each other to help the sun and moon be together. And that's pretty much a basic understanding of their religion from people who don't follow it. And also, you just know High Priestess Yen to be specifically a priestess of the moon, and that she is asking for help on something, and you guys are unsure of what it is at the moment.
Okey-dokey.
Got it.
Yeah. So now we are going to do the fun thing where we're going to try to figure out why everybody is in this town, because at the start of next session is going to be you guys meeting Priestess Yen, and so I would like to have an established thing as to how the party had already met. So whether it be like one of you were in a tavern and the other one came up and bought you a drink or something along those lines, and you guys found out, oh well, they seem pretty cool. I'll ask them, oh, they're also here to help Priestess Yen? Well, cool, we'll get to meet each other that way. Could be something along the lines of, you live in this city, or you are just even a member of the religion. I know not many people here probably would, given your backstories, and you're here to give worship, and then you notice that Priestess Yen needs help. So, what would be some reasons that your characters would be in this town? We will start with the Daisy.
It's a good question. It's a really good question, actually. I'm not sure yet.
Well, you're a paladin, right?
What's the starting city?
Yeah.
Real quick.
What's the starting city look like?
No, like where are we? I think I missed that.
Oh, the Temple of the Sun and Moon in the Severed Nation.
Oh, that's what the city's called. My bad. Okay.
Right. It's less of a city. I mean, I guess it is a city. It's a place where people live, but it's less of a city and more of a like, what's it called? Not like a chapel. What's the thing that like priests and nuns live in? I can't think of it. Like,
Convent?
yes,
Monastery?
it's more of like
Yeah.
that. A monastery, a convent, stuff like that. It's a place of
Okay.
worship that people like essentially like have dorms in. But there is like they're not, obviously, since this is like a more like of a nature-ish religion, they're not like against drinking. So obviously there's going to be like a bar there. There will be a place to like buy and sell weapons and general goods and all that kind of stuff for people who go by, as well as people from the religion that worship there. So pretty much yeah. I'm sorry, I don't have a map prepared to show what the city looks like. I apologize for that. I should have.
That's fine. You're good.
All right. Does yeah.
That's a good question on what he's doing there. Tiff, does your character have a good reason for being there?
Well, the Temple of the Sun
Okay,
and
cool.
Moon isn't too far away from where our characters live. It's just a little mountains away. So maybe we were traveling there because I begged you, because I was like, it's a moon temple. I want to see the moon.
That sounds accurate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Your characters know each other.
That
I forgot.
That sounds right.
I forgot that
Yeah.
your characters know each other prior to all of this happening.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, you
We're
guys
always connected.
you guys always have to make connected characters. That's fine. So okay, so you guys have a reason for being there. Alex, can you think of a reason for your character to be in this temple at the moment?
That is also a very good question.
It could be something as simple as you
Looking
were
at the
just
map.
passing by and you wanted to grab a drink or just a night to rest.
Hmm. I guess he was just going out to look if anyone needed help in the nearby areas.
Makes sense. Okay. Cool. Oh, actually, let me send you something, Alex, because I need to double check something. You might possibly know somebody here, which might be helpful.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me just double check. If so, I'll send you a message.
I have cake now.
Perfect.
I love cake.
Yes, you do know somebody here.
It looks so good.
What looks good?
My mom snuck it and just gave this to me.
It does look good.
Yum.
Time.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go to switch the scene so that way I can message Alex without all of the chat seeing what I'm about to message Alex. We'll go to... Okay, that works for now. We're at the cabbage corner, I guess.
Hello, cabbage corner.
That's really cute.
Cabbage corner, yeah. You guys are... The chat's the member of the Cabbage Patch. Okay.
Love
No,
that.
I like it. They're Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
God, do you guys remember Cabbage Patch Kids? Or like...
I was obsessed with them, unfortunately.
Okay, I was too, so I'm glad.
See, this is just a sign. That's why Tiff and I are best friends. It's our love of Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah. We're also just we're very connected in many ways. We think alike on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You tell me how awkward I am.
It's so good. So good.
God, it was our love for Love Live and the D&D, and then it was like, hey, you're weird and I'm weird. Let's be weird together.
Aw, that's so cute.
Thanks, I try.
All right, Alex, I just sent you the message. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. There we go.
Aha.
Okay.
So you would know somebody there.
Insert cabbage merchant.
Insert the cabbage merchant.
Okay, perfect.
My cabbages! Oddly enough, okay, so because people ask me this before, let me tell you guys the reason behind my username. So the reason behind my username is my dad and I had a bet to see who would get more kills in Diablo 3. And so he won. The loser was going to choose the other person's gamer tag for Xbox. He got the
Oh my
most
god, that's great.
he got the most kills because I forgot that my dad is a god at Diablo. And so I'm like, okay, great. And so he jokingly told me, make it I sell cabbage. I'm like, okay. And so like you get to put it in and see if other people have it. I put in I sell cabbage, and we're like laughing all kinds of stuff because he didn't really want it to be that. But I sell cabbage was taken. We're like, what? And so then we just put an S at the end for I sell cabbages, and it worked. I'm like, all right. So that is... Don't get me wrong. I love Avatar The Last Airbender as much as the next person, but I sell cabbages is not a reference to it, sadly. But you can make it a reference to it if you so desire. I do not mind the my cabbages meme.
Honestly, when
You
I
just need to
first heard
pause
of
for this
your
right now.
username, that's all I thought of.
That's
My
good.
cabbages.
I'm more than happy about that. Oh, I clicked the thing. Daisy, you accidentally followed me twice because I clicked the thing.
Oh,
It just popped up that I went to go scroll a thing and accidentally clicked a thing that said that you followed. Okay, so
can be that way.
Alex, would your character possibly go there because they know that individual?
Yeah,
Okay.
most likely.
Okay, cool. I just figured I was looking through and I'm like, wait, I think Alex might know somebody from here based on their backstory. Which, by the way, I will say I don't require like massive backstories for characters. If you give me something that's even just a couple of sentences, that's fine. If you give me something that's like 5 pages, that's also fine. I don't want anything more than 10 pages. I made that mistake.
I could
Kelsey.
never.
Kelsey and her sister decided to
Sounds about right.
yeah, right. It's for actually
That
Tis
sounds
and
about right.
Lot. It's actually for Tis and Lot. Their backstory
Was
was
it 10 combined?
no, 10 each in the same backstory that they wrote together. So it was 20 pages. So anytime I want to do anything with their characters, I have to look through this 20-page thing and being like, what was that guy's name? What was that guy's name? What was reading everything up until I find it. I told Kelsey, I'm like, I know I wasn't specific, but never again in the future will you guys do this to me.
Oh no!
I would have told them no.
I
Well,
can
I'm
barely
not gonna.
write a page.
I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend no specifically because I never made a rule against it before. My rule was no more than 10. They decided, well, since it's too my rule was no more than 10 per character because sometimes I let people play multiple characters in campaigns. They said, well, since it's no more than 10 per character and this backstory is going to have 2 characters in it, 20 pages.
I've never accidentally given Tommy a 10-page backstory and was
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I don't know how it happened.
You have not. Don't worry. But yeah, I
It's
don't
close.
require long backstories, but I will say not by next week, but by the session after that. So what date is that? That is
But
the
next week is the what is next week? The next week will be the 17th.
yes.
So
Oh,
the
actually,
second-
we will not be able to do a session on the 1st because I have night shifts that week. So we can. Okay, so here's an interesting predicament for everybody here that I will ask. Would you guys rather do it a week ahead of time and then just have 3 weeks of constant session? So it would be the 10th, the 17th, and then the 24th? Or would you guys rather have this week, then next week as the first session, then we skip 2 weeks and go to July 8th? Which one would you guys prefer? What would be better for you guys?
okay with either.
The 3 weeks in a row, Nancy or Daisy,
Yeah.
Alex, or
Yeah.
either preferable for you?
Either or, really.
Okay, Phil, Rachel, what about you guys?
I'm fine with whatever. Phil.
Phil?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Well, since we had 1 vote for 3 in a row and 0 votes for the other one, we'll do it to where the next 3 weeks we will play. I'll be on night shift. We'll skip that week, and then we'll do every other week from then on. So then we'll go back on the 8th, and then the
Okay.
22nd, and so on until I have night shifts again, which will probably screw it up. Okay, so, yeah. So I will say then, by the 24th of June, I would like a backstory. Again, it could be anything from a sentence to like 5 pages, whatever you guys want. You can make up as much lore as you want. I will incorporate it into this campaign. Don't worry about being like, oh well, I don't know if it's okay in his world or whatever. Make up whatever you want. I'm very lenient. I'm very much love to put stuff that players like want to have in their story into my campaign. So don't worry about that.
What do I do then, Tommy, since I have to mimic everything?
You can write me a backstory as to what is the backstory of your character. That's you, Phil, not the Kenku that you're playing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we're gonna have 2 Kenkus that they'll essentially just keep screeching at each other, and it's gonna be great,
What are the odds?
right?
I'm literally so excited.
I could just see like both backstories in like movie script where it's like this person says this and this person says that, but it's
Yep.
like constant because they only mimic things.
It's almost like you click copy and then just paste for 3 pages.
Yeah.
All right. I'm very excited about that. So, Phil and Rachel, I know we're not starting until next week, but is there any reason you guys might think for your characters to be in this city or this temple right now?
I do have a question.
Yes.
If okay.
Yeah.
Get it straight, Rach. So for the Earlington Woods
Yes.
or wood,
Yeah.
I assume that's like a forested area, correct?
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
Okay. Would like wood elves live in that particular area?
Yes.
Question mark.
Wood elves live pretty much throughout the entirety of the Severed Nation.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is that part? This is the old nation, so is that still part of Severed Nation? Is that like all the same thing?
Oh, we're in the Severed Nation. We're starting in the Severed Nation.
It's all the same. Oh, we all
Yeah.
have to start.
We're starting in the Severed Nation right now. Your character can be from another place, and in your backstory, we'll figure out a reason
That's
why
what
you
I'm-
came over. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like,
I'm sorry. You were looking at the
Correct.
in the Earlington Woods.
correct.
That would
I'm
be
giving-
mainly human and tiefling based.
Oh, would it really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. I think I would say. What I'll say right now, very generically, I guess, is that the person that would be like their parental kind of figure
Okay.
had gone to this temple area, on a like a separate kind of mission, and they have not returned yet. So they're going to figure out why they haven't come back.
Okay. All right, that works. I like that. Yeah, Nancy, I think, or Daisy, I think you've given me 2 pages most.
Yeah. I try to keep it short and sweet.
So you're essentially coming to this temple to possibly find a missing colleague, you can say, or a missing person that's important in your life.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And then, Phil, would you have a reason for your character being there?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Just no.
Maybe something along the lines of where Rachel stumbles upon me or something.
Okay. Totally. Yeah. You guys could have taken the same boat here, and yeah, you guys could have taken the same boat here, and Phil, being a Kenku, specifically a Kenku rogue, might have seen something on Rachel's character and decided to try to take it from her without her knowing, but is following her to try to do that, or something along the lines. Maybe not even Rachel's character, but just somebody else coming to this temple, maybe. But you guys were probably just on the same boat, saw each other, recognized each other in the town, something along those lines.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll come up with something. We'll
Yeah,
talk.
no
We'll
worries.
come up with something.
I just wanted a general idea for myself, so that way I can start getting ideas ready for next session. So
Got it.
now that we got that done, another thing I'm going to say is these sessions are probably going to be, hopefully, I'm going to try to make it 2 hours long, but I have no problem if you guys are like, no, I want to keep going, to make it 3 hours long, just so, you know, like, I don't want to keep up everybody's night, especially with, like, people working the next day and stuff like that. I don't want to like just take up everybody's time and be like, no, you will play till midnight. No, I'm gonna try to make it 2 hours long, longest 3 hours. Yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that as well. And then anything else that we have to cover? Oh, Roll20. So I see Alex, Tiffany, and Daisy. I think you should be here too. But
I'm not like logged in, but I'm on Roll20.
Right. I could help the others get settled on Roll20. So Roll20 is essentially a here, I'll show you guys on the stream what it is.
Are we the others?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being the others, don't worry. So essentially Roll20, if you look on the stream, is something like this, where it's just like got grids and things like that. So we'll just like take characters. So like say for instance we'll grab this octopus boy. There's that character there. Take this octopus boy, put that character there. Nancy's having some, or Daisy's probably having some flashbacks of these characters. Oh, no, Daisy, you weren't there for last Monday's session. Daisy, you weren't there for last Monday's session, so you probably don't know anything about these characters. So, like, we'll have, like, these characters, and so essentially what Roll20 does is, like, these two things would be enemies. We'd have, like, these two things be, like, player characters, and then Roll20 essentially makes it to where you can like move your player character to a certain area, tell me who I'm going to attack, see if you're in line of sight of everybody, see where like the battlefield is, and like this is essentially what we're going to be using for like combat, more or less. Okay. Apart from that, we're going to be pretty much doing theater of the mind, which that just essentially means I'm going to be describing things, and you guys just go, wow. And that's about it. Because you're all Owen Wilson, you see.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
You remember doing high school 10-hour games, that one, Ska Kid? Oh. When Nate comes here, he can tell you about the horrors I had when I had a Sunday campaign. It was the first campaign he's ever had with me. And Kelsey and Kay were in that campaign. And it was like their one day off of work, so they wanted to get as much D&D in as possible. And we regularly had 12-hour sessions, and it was awful. It was so bad. I would never be able to do that again. Maybe like at max 5 if I absolutely had to, but yeah. So I believe Phil and Rachel, I sent a link to this Roll20. If not, I can send another one. 1 second. So we will go to the Cabbage Corner. Where's the chat box? Oh, the chat box is there. Okay, I don't know why it didn't show up. I'm doing this just so that way it doesn't show anything from this campaign. And I'm going to send this new link now to Player Talk. So down there at the bottom, you'll see something that says Roll20, right?
Yeah.
Under Player Talk.
Mm-hmm.
What that will do... Oh, let me see.
Got it.
I just saw...
To sign in?
Yeah, you'll have to make an account, which it doesn't... It's not that horrible to make an account on it. It just asks for, like, essentially an email. But there's one other thing that you guys can do. It's optional, obviously. You guys don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you have your own dice at home, I'm allowing I trust my players. I trust that they're not going to, like, cheat or anything like that. But there is something you can download called Beyond 20, which essentially what that'll do... Here, 1 second. Let me switch this back to... Nope. Yeah. Nope. That's the Cabbage DM. Where is... There we go. So there's something called Beyond 20, and that's an app you could just download onto your computer. And what that does is it makes it to where you could roll something in Beyond... in D&D Beyond, which is the thing that you have your character sheet on, and then it will essentially have that roll happen in Roll20. So here, allow me to show you real quick. What? Oh my gosh, I'm just a dummy. Okay, there we go. I had the wrong screen up. Okay, so for instance, I have my character. I'm going to have him make a dexterity check. It just rolled it. Even though I clicked it on D&D Beyond, it showed up on Roll20. It's very helpful.
That's really like convenient, yeah.
It's super
Okay,
helpful,
I see.
yeah. And you can even see underneath the bottom, I didn't name my guy, it just says Doberdog77's character underneath of it. But
Okay.
yeah, so it's very helpful if you guys are able to download it. It is free. It essentially just makes it to where anytime you make a roll on D&D Beyond and you also have Roll20 a Roll20 campaign opened at the same time,
Mhm.
it just essentially just rolls it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't need to like connect it or anything like that, which is really nice. Um,
Nice.
and yeah, so that's about it. Once you guys get connected to Roll20, I think that's pretty much the end of session 0. We have characters. Everybody excited about what they have. So just to go through, I want everybody to give me a. Oh, Rachel, did you have a question?
No. I'm good. No,
Okay.
I'm totally okay. Yeah, thanks.
I was just gonna have everybody go through, introduce their character, so then that way it's we have a name to the face if you guys have names yet, and just like a brief description about like their class, their race, all that fun jazz. So, Daisy, we'll start with you since you're at the top left.
Okay, I will be playing Bodhi.
Bodhi.
He is a human paladin.
Yeah.
That's all I have right now. The rest is all secret.
All secret. All right, Alex, since you're next, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, sorry, my dog was coughing, so I just had
Aw.
myself muted.
Poor boy.
He's fine. He's good.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, sorry, I had to pull up my character.
You're good.
My gnome bard's name is Zanwin Whistlethread. He is male. He is 3 foot 2 inches, 43 pounds. His skin's a pale ivory. His eyes are both a very, very light blue. He has a tousled bob for a haircut, and he has parakeet green hair.
Yeah, he does. Also, I do have a gnome voice in this voice changer. Are you guys prepared?
Oh no.
Oh no!
I don't think you're prepared for this.
So yeah, whenever you guys come across gnomes, that'll probably be the voice for it. Also, something that I just love to show off because I can. This is my level 10 paladin voice.
This is my level 20 paladin voice.
It makes me so happy. And you couldn't tell I love paladins.
amazing.
Okay, Tiff,
Welcome.
please go ahead. Show me what you got.
So, I'm playing a dragonborn high elf hybrid thing.
Okay.
She's real cute. She takes more so onto the high elf features. However, she does have scales like on her face and like protruding like from her face. They're kind of like little fishy scales, but they're dragon scales instead.
She does have a tail too, right?
Yeah, she has a dragon tail as well. It's shaped as a heart at the end of it. So her scales are white. I'll just put that out there. So her scales are white, and then on her tail she has like some gold and red, like jewels wrapped around it. She's got red eyes, and then pink and white hair, and a beigey skin tone.
Nice.
She's kind of pale.
I believe you also posted a picture of her too, correct?
I sure did. She's real cute, guys.
She is real cute.
Got freckles.
Let me see if I can do something real quick. I'm going to go into Cabbage Corner real quick, guys. Oh no. Seeing if I can do something. Okay, let's see what happens if I go back here. There we go. That's her picture right there for everybody on Twitch to see. And before,
Yeah, that's her.
Super cute.
yeah, before
you.
people
She's so
say
cute.
anything, because I know there's going to be people complaining about it. In my world, Dragonborn have tails. Because I know that people will be like, officially Dragonborns don't have tails. Shut up, they do in my world. People
I
get
love it.
so butthurt about it. Like, people who get butthurt about tieflings not being red when, okay, whatever, be mad about that. Elves with facial hair, look, anything in my campaign can have facial hair. I don't care if you're a 750-year-old, like, elf woman, you can have facial hair if you so desire. Dragonborn with tails, like, I don't care. Have a tail, enjoy it. I wanted my Dragonborn to have a tail, and my DM said no, and I was like, ugh. And it was sad because I also wanted to make a high elf, and he's like, they can't have facial hair. I'm like, ugh. So what do I want to be, a dragon without a tail or an elf without facial hair? And I went with the dragon. But oh, that's why. No wonder I couldn't see the chat box there. Yeah. So yeah. Again, Dragonborn, they can have tails in my world if they so desire. We go back to D&D crew. And also, I saw somebody else mention it. Yes, Tiff did base her character off of the race in Final Fantasy, which is completely fine. Make whatever makes you happy. That's another. Number one is life always comes first. Number two, rule about Dungeons and Dragons: have fun. The main purpose of the game is to have fun. That's literally it. There's no other reason why people would play Dungeons and Dragons if not to enjoy it, right? So have fun. If you want to base your character off of a character you love, go for it. I know somebody in my one campaign a while ago based their character off of Dante from Devil May Cry. I didn't care. I'm like, okay, have fun with it. Like, just do whatever makes fun. Okay. Sorry for about that. Phil, do you want to introduce what your character possibly looks like and their name?
Yeah, I'm a Kenku, just going by the name of Chef.
Chef!
I hate you.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. For those of you who don't know, again, you guys should all follow Phil on Twitch. His name is Chef Landfill. Here, I will post his. Here we go. Bunch of Angie chefs from him in the chat.
He got his name Chef.
His name's
he
Chef.
was a young lad.
All right.
Because he was always hungry. So
Ah.
he was always stealing from the chef.
Oh my
So he
God.
followed the chef around.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
But he ended up growing up, living a life of death, murder, and crime.
Oh,
Oh
And
my
that's all I've
god.
got.
as they do, as most chefs do.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I'm sorry, Tiff. Did you have anything else from your character you wanted to say, or no?
No.
I know she's
I
a
don't-
cleric.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Rachel, anything about your character, name, stuff like that?
Yeah. I have Charley, and it's green lair, and it's a tiefling, and she was raised by wood elves, and
Alright.
I'm gonna like kind of work around that. I haven't quite gotten through all of it yet, but
All good.
or what she looks like, but that's the idea so far.
Do you know what color
I
tiefling?
love that.
I mean, I was thinking like reddish, but I haven't
Okay.
really decided like
No worries.
accent colors and things of that nature yet. But yeah,
All
I'll
good.
get there.
You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
Thanks.
And I'm bottom right, so I will say I'm Tommy. I am playing as the DM. I am 6'1". I like long walks on the beach. I really don't. I hate the beach. I don't mind the beach if I'm there with other people, but I would not go for a long walk on it. You're gonna get sand everywhere, and you're gonna be chafing. No, that's not romance
You
to
know
me.
what you sound like right now?
What?
You sound like Anakin Skywalker with his "I hate sand" speech.
Oh my god.
Never compare me to that asshole
Like,
again.
I hate sand. It's coarse and rough.
Never.
Irritating. And it gets
Never.
everywhere.
Never.
Compare me to Anakin Skywalker
It's
again.
everywhere.
Oh, look!
I'm not wrong!
People are rolling history checks.
Rolling a lot of history checks, apparently.
You got it
I
to
don't
work,
know.
Tiff.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It rolled a lot.
Well, did you only click it once?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, if that ever happens, because it happened with my deck save, I rolled 2 of them. But if that ever happens, we'll just take the first one. If that ever happens, then Alex is
okay,
just
we're good.
rolling a 9 because why not?
Just for fun.
Yeah, why not? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. This was very fun. It's nice to have my players all meet each other. For anybody who doesn't want their face on camera, just let me know. I will find close art of your character and I'll put it up. And
I'll be on camera next time, so
okay.
I
No
just
worries.
wasn't ready today.
I know Nate does not want to be on camera, specifically. So I am going to find art that he had of his character before. Use that for his thing there. If anybody spoiler, I tend to get art of my players' characters. So if you guys ever don't feel like putting on a face or anything like that day, or you're just not feeling it, let me know. I'll just put your character art over your
Awesome.
video. I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah. So this is fun. I cannot wait for next week. It's going to be so good. You guys doing what you got to do and just meeting each other and having the adventure begin. And it's going to be fun.
Be great.
Yeah.
it'll be a lot
I'm
of fun.
excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm pumped.
I'm
I
gonna
have
say thank you just for dealing with me because I've never played a magic user before, so it's gonna be a little bit of a journey.
you are perfectly fine. I
Feel that.
uh
I very rarely play Magic Casters.
Daisy and Amazing is also excited for next week. I hope you are. It's going to be fantastic. Daisy and Tiff are both veteran players of mine. They've both played many campaigns with me as the DM. So hopefully they don't message you guys afterwards and be like, "Turn back, he sucks." Hopefully they understand that I'm an understanding person.
I've only done I think one time. Phil and I only had one time
Right.
hanging out with you as DM, so we're still relatively new, but it'll be fun, and I'm really excited. so.
Nothing wrong with that. Look,
Yeah.
I love Dungeons and Dragons. I figured, hey, I'm planning on doing a Twitch campaign. I know that they had fun with it before, and hey, they both
Yeah.
stream on Twitch now, so why not invite them?
Yep.
Yep.
So it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Yay.
All right. Well, thank you guys all very much. I sincerely appreciate it.
Tommy.
You guys rock.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Tommy.
Yeah. And we'll go back to
Thank you.
the cabbage DM while I while I tell everybody next week is going to be the start of a beautifully fun campaign. I cannot wait. Hope all of you can't too. And have a wonderful rest of your night.